Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelei Shamayo, and I am joined today by Alina Trelesnik. Together, we are running the online Metaphysics, Energy, Intuition online fair that we run here at Mimi Fairs. We are excited to do this in the afternoon in the Pacific so that we can be in the evening in the East Coast. We're aiming to reach more and more people in doing our work and allow more and more practitioners to be able to participate. You can find out all of what's happening here today at jointhefair.com. So if you scroll down that page, you'll be able to see the schedule of what's happening. We have all kinds of scheduled talks. We have ongoing offerings today. We're going to be spending the first hour here in the main room, where after everyone introduces themselves, we're going to be doing intuitive readings of the audience and some healings of the audience. So if you know that you'd like to get in line to get one of those readings or healings, please let us know in the chat that you're interested in that. We'll get you in line. Let's hear from all the practitioners that are participating today. So I normally have you in order on my screen. I don't today, but we're going to play with this. Let's hear from, and you got a minute, so go ahead and share whatever you'd like to in your minute. We have from Jenny, Bridget, and then Arshaya. All right, go ahead, Jenny.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jenny Capella with Miracles with Jenny. I'm an intuitive life and crisis transitions coach, and that can include people who've been laid off suddenly, going through that transition, people who are going through a relationship transition, a dark night of the soul. And if you think about it, there's a lot of transitions we go through just in the course of our day-to-day life. How to wake up refreshed and feeling not tired, transitioning from being hungry to eating. There's so much of our life, maybe even someone could argue all of our life is about transitions of various kinds. So in any case, I assist people with that process. And I also work with people who are curious about ETs. I had a lot of terror and fear in my life up until 3 years ago about that topic. And then my whole world blew wide open when I met my own star family. And now I just am passionate about assisting people who are exploring that or thinking about that. So tonight I'm doing a talk, as a matter of fact, about my journey from fear and no, I'm not going to do it, no way, no how, to now embracing it. Thank you so much again for being here.
Thanks so much, Jenny. We'll next hear from Bridget, then Arshaya, and then Joanna.
Unmute. Hello, everybody. I'm Bridget. I am an intuitive sensitive founder of Real Hypnotic Hypnosis, certified in hypnotism, and my work involves tapping into your inner world so that you can understand your subconscious a little bit better and what beliefs are and emotions are in there that are running your world for you. This way you can get to true and lasting happiness. Today in my rooms, I will be offering a self-hypnosis workshop, as well as a mini quantum journaling exercise and automatic writing, where you tap into your subconscious to find the deeper answers to questions that you're looking for. You can also find me at www.realhypnotic.com. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Bridget. Next is Arashaya and then Joanna.
Hi everyone, my name is Karina Arashaya. I'm a certified Reiki Master and intuitive tarot guide, and my work is focused on helping people reconnect with clarity, calm, and inner truth. I work with gentle energy healing and intuitive card guidance, not to predict the future, but to help you understand what's happening now and what wants to shift next. My approach is grounded, respectful, and centered on awareness rather than fixing or forcing anything. During the fair, I'm offering short intuitive guidance in my breakout room, so for those who feel called to go deeper, I also have a 48 hours after fair private session available. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to connecting with you.
Great, thank you. And sorry for the echoing. I think next we have Joanna and then Dolly, and then we'll have echo.
Hi, I'm Joanna, and I am a healer. I work with Reiki healing sessions, healing prayer, and oracle card readings. And I offer gentle guided meditations and intuitive healing experiences, and they are designed to support calm, clarity, and emotional balance in your life. In my room, I will be doing a talk / meditation and healing prayer for free. And then I'll be offering intuitive readings, oracle cards, and healings with or without prayer. And I am so excited to be here today, and I look forward to talking with you. And even if you just have questions, feel free to pop in and say hi.
Great, thanks so much. Next we've got, did we say Dolly and then Echo, and then I'm going to bring Tracy up. They'll be next. Sorry, is that Dolly next? Dolly, go ahead and unmute.
Thank you. I had troubles with the unmuting button. It's not showing up for me. Hi, everybody. I am an intuitive reader, energy healer. I use different modalities. I do tarot and oracle readings. And if you hop out in my room, I'll be providing free readings.
Great, thanks, Dolly. Next we have Echo and then Tracy.
My name is Echo the Mystic. My modalities I practice are mediumship, tarot cards, and Akashic records. And I'll be available in my room later to answer any questions you may have and to do free readings, anything that could make your day a little bit better. I'm happy if I can.
Thanks so much, Echo. And next we have Tracy, and then we'll hear from Holly.
Hi, my name is Tracy. I am offering in my private room, I'm offering a talk, and that talk is to really discuss any emotional blocks that you're having that could be preventing you from receiving the manifestations and all the blessings and miracles that you've been waiting for your heart to be fulfilled. So, a lot of the times we hold on to unnecessary energy, and I can help you release that. My privates, I'm going for 2222 today in the breakout room. I'm sorry, in the privates. Let me correct that part. And I also offer prayers for free. So if you have any situation in your life where you know it's someone that who could really use a healing prayer, motivational prayer, remove blockages, etc., cut karmic cords, I'm happy to help you with that. And that's 100% for free. Thank you so much for being here. My website is trulyblessedhealing.com. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Tracy. And then Holly, I know you're in the audience. Did you want to unmute and share what you're offering today?
Hello, everybody. My name is Holly, and I'm practicing Chinese medicine, soul level healing from the Akashic Records, and sound healing. I do offer combination programs of all of the above, but I'm kind of focusing on the soul level readings right now. However, in the breakout room, I'm introducing the sound healing sessions and then also offering complimentary discovery calls to anyone who's interested. Thank you.
Great. And then we're also going to be joined by Rosewood. She's probably going to share another intro later. She is going to be here doing energy work, light language, and divination today. So these are all the practitioners that are going to be offering their work with you. I think we got everybody. Say, I'm Lorelei Schmeil. I'm an intuitive eye reader, and I'm going to be giving a talk later. I use my intuitive eye readings to read your soul, help answer questions about your purpose, your lessons, and I also use it for matchmaking. And I'm going to be giving a talk on Eyes Are the Window to Your Soulmate later today. Great. All right. Well, so we're going to shift over to our intuitive panel where we answer questions from the audience. I know a few of you have already shared in the chat that you'd like to have us answer questions. Okay, great. And then so for those of you that said you wanted to have a question answered, you get to choose if you're going to come up here on screen with us and be in the recording that's going to be shared on YouTube. If you want, instead, you can ask a question from your chair. And if you want to be even more anonymous, I say that if you ask from your chair, your voice will be recorded, but not your image. And then if you want to be even more anonymous, you can simply write in chat. You can even private chat me or private chat Alina, and we will read out your question. And you can stay anonymous. We won't use your name. So the people in line are KL, MH, R, MH, another one of you, and KD. So KL. Do you want to come up on screen with us? Do you want to ask from your chair? Let us know what you want to do. I'm going to ask you to unmute. Okay, great. Do you want to ask from your chair or do you want to come up?
What has come up?
Oh, sorry. I can put you on spotlight and then you'll be recorded on video. Or if you want, only your voice will be in the recording. You can ask from your chair.
Oh, voice is fine.
Okay, great. What is your question?
I guess it's pretty general. Like, what is mine to understand, and what is it that I need to do regarding disharmony in relationships?
Okay, great. What is yours to understand, and what is here for you to do with disharmony in relationships? I usually say a few things before we start with the questions. I just remember to do that. When you ask that, if we go talk about other topics that you don't want us sharing about, or if we share deeper than you want us to share in this online public setting, please let us know. Interrupt us as we're answering so that we stay honoring you in the way we answer. This is also a great opportunity for all of you here to learn from the answers, whether or not you're asking a question. And if you're here and you want to use this as an opportunity to practice your intuition, you can see how you would answer this question. Take notes, scribble, whatever shows up for you. It might be that you're paying attention to something over there all of a sudden, and that might have something to do with an answer. And you'll get a chance to see if the way we answer is similar as confirmation that we're all tapping into the same thing. And if the person that's asking, for example, this person, KL, you don't know if they're ready for, I should say, we ask if something comes through you, if you could please hold it until the panel's done answering. And then to find out if they're interested in what came through you, please private chat them and see if they want to hear what showed up for you. They might not notice your chat. They might feel full and not want any more. Please honor that. And just know it came through you for another reason. So, all right, back to you, KL. So, you said we were saying, what's here for you to learn in relationship? Like, what
What's
is
up for me to
important? What's here
learn?
for you to
Yeah,
learn?
what's mine to do as regards disharmony and relationships?
Okay, great. And practitioners, okay, great. Jenny and then Tracy are in line. Go ahead, Jenny.
Hello, thank you so much for your questions. So I got 3 different things, and these may or may not resonate with you, but the first thing I got was when I heard you say the word disharmony, that really struck a chord in me, in the sense that I feel like there's a part of you that almost doesn't resonate with disharmony. It's like, wait a minute, why would we be not in harmony? Like a part of you that's very connected to the concept on a soul level of unity, unification, and harmony. And I feel like anything in your life that can help you to support that part of yourself, that on a soul level, assuming that I'm correct here, that you resonate with that on a soul level, anything that can help you internally to feel more harmonious and to get back in touch with who you are. Because sometimes I feel like you might get off-centered by other people's coming at you, or your perception that they are, or whatever that might be in relationships. And if it shows up for you as going against or grating against or going against that inner sense of harmony, that's where it could really be a problem for you, in terms of maybe making you feel like it's harder for you to take deep breaths, or maybe feeling a little bit ungrounded, etc. So I would really do some more work, and there's plenty of people here. Oops, I gotta go. My time is up, but that's what I got. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jenny. Next is Tracy.
Hi, Kale. So your heart is very beautiful. You've let fear kind of creep in one too many times, but it's not your fault, right? It's been life challenges and adversities that you've had to overcome. And so a part of your heart, with the love factor and allowing the love to flow evenly and frequently, is definitely, I agree, it's coming internally. And so you taking that chance and saying, I deserve love, I am worthy of love, is going to be everything for you. There's also a male masculine that's passed that took a piece of your heart just as well. And so when that person passed, it kind of a piece of you kind of needs to come back alive again. There is a male name, and this person could be completely separate, excuse me, and this person could be alive or deceased, but in getting a name of Howard. And we can talk more about that if you like later, but that is definitely what I'm picking up for you. And my heart is with you, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. Thanks, Tracy. Anyone else want to answer that question for KL? Maybe I'll say, oh, okay, great. Joanna's got something. Go ahead. Or is that?
Yeah, no, yeah. So the first thing that just came right to me was just let it go. Just that phrase. So I'm not sure if that's helpful, but I usually get pretty direct information, sometimes in the form of song lyrics. But at this point, whatever you're specifically thinking of relationship-wise, it says let it go.
Thank you.
Great. And Echo's got something too. Go ahead, Echo.
I just want to say sometimes I'm not sure where your relationship's at, but sometimes we approach them and what we can take and focus. I heard you say what I can give, and sometimes we just need to focus on what we give and allow the other person to give. And if they're not giving like you are, then it's time to walk away.
That's great. Yeah, the little bit that I was going to share is in alignment with what Echo was sharing. I use a model called the drama triangle, the hero, the victim, and the villain. And my sense is that in relationships, you've tended to do a lot of heroing. You've given a lot more than you're getting back. And so heroes, when we reach out to hold something up, or we jump in to take care of something, for someone else when we don't ask and we don't get their permission. And we also aren't noticing an alignment with ourselves. Do we really want to? So my sense is that you've given too much, and that in that pattern of giving too much, you end up setting yourself up with people that are willing to just take that on and receive it. And you're not really staying in you and noticing, do I feel met? Is the person coming to me? Are they actually seeing me and contributing to me too? So staying in yourself, staying connected to yourself and not giving yourself away like that. To me, that's what's here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks so much for jumping in and asking first. All right. Let's see. We've got two MHs in line. So this one is MAH. So MAH, did you want to come up? Ask from your chair. Let's find
I
you
don't know
here.
if that's me or
It is you. Do you want to
okay.
come up on, do you want to come up on stage, or do you want to ask from your chair?
Um,
What would you like to do?
yeah, I don't mind.
All
Do
right,
I
let's see.
turn my camera off?
I need your video on in order to bring you up. Can you turn that on? All right, great. Great to have you join us. All right, what is your question?
So I felt like collectively the last one was kind of up my alley, but so it's kind of like a spiritual journey. Um, for a while I've been told, oh, you have your ancestors behind you and this is going on and great news is happening, and then you try to kind of recap and figure out where you're at in your life in that moment that has passed like 6 months ago or whatever. And then you're told, oh, you have something hunting you from your past. Like, it's just like I'm trying to balance out the past, the present, and the future, and what that looks like, and what's the best direction to go, because everyone has great information when you're trying to learn your path. So does someone know, like, what's the best way to start? I'm just trying to start with me, like center me, but so many things are coming in that are trying to take me off task of that.
And you're saying just in personal growth, spiritual growth in particular, or with relationships, or?
Yes, personal growth, creating boundaries, stop doing everything for everyone. Kind of what you guys just gave the last ladies reading, kind of bringing back to myself, because it wasn't helping me to be that person that just was available to everyone all the time, even in my sleep.
Yeah, you're in your sleep. All right, so definitely boundaries here. All right, let's see. Joanna's got something. Go ahead, Joanna.
I could write a course because that was me. Like I was an empath and I didn't know it, and I ended up having to burn out in tech and all this stuff. And so I have some general advice stuff I can give you, and some things like that might help initially, especially with boundaries. I got a lot of pushback with boundaries. But one thing that truly helped me was not pressuring myself to respond to either emails, text messages, or phone calls right that minute or right away. And even putting your phone in the other room. Um, Another thing, when you're watching anything for education, but it kind of might trigger your gut, excuse my language, but I put up a shit shield. And it really helps because there's headlines like people I like to follow, but they're triggering. And so I have a really hard time. So it takes a little practice, but I just imagine either you can use an angel too, unemployed angels, I call them. Um, but and focus on what feels true to you and what your energy can handle. I have ADHD and I tend to go on 15 things at once. Oops, and I gotta go. But yeah, we should connect if you're open.
Great. Next we have Tracy. So I encourage all the rest of you. Let us know if you have an answer.
Okay, Marzella. Do you pray, Marzella?
Um, Used to a lot, and now not really.
Okay. For your own reasons, I don't blame you. I never push anybody. But if you would like to get back in that practice and have questions in regards to it, definitely let me know. Again, I do prayers for free for people. It's something I find a lot of joy in. But that's one of the number one things that I'm gathering for you, in addition to recognizing that we do timeline jump. all the time. You know, we can be in a timeline 1 minute and then 10 minutes later, you're on a completely different timeline. And so allowing yourself to flow with the universe's energy is going to be everything. Release control and just allow yourself to flow. So I was over here taking a couple of notes just as well. When you start to create these boundaries, it's very important that you stick to them. So you've created them, but then you've also backslided just as well. And so when you stick to them, oh, I guess I have so much more. That's
Go ahead and
my
finish your
time.
sentence. Go ahead and finish your sentence. Let me stick to
Uh,
them.
okay, so when you stick to your boundaries and if people start to get uncomfortable, that's because they were used to walking all over you. And so that is the time that you really want to stand in your truth and stand in your power and stick to them the most.
Got it.
They will
Thank you.
adjust to you, you not adjust to them.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. And Echo is next. Go ahead, Echo. Get yourself unmuted.
Hi, I just wanted to say you need to fill your own cup first. It's a very important saying. You need to take care of you. And the thing about boundaries, I think that are okay, but sometimes they can be walls, and you just have to be careful that you're not building walls because that's shutting people out of your life. And to remember, you're the most powerful person in your life, and you get to choose who impacts you and who doesn't. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Echo. Anyone else? Something else to share with Marcella? Okay, great. Bridget?
Yeah, a couple things came to mind. One is joy in your daily routines. So, getting a healthy rhythm in your life and then enjoying that, right? So it's not begrudging, oh, I got to do the dishes, but it's more about having gratitude in the present moment. I'm thankful for my circumstances. I'm happy to be here. I have this very peaceful, comfortable rhythm where I don't feel stressed or rushed. So that will help a lot in terms of beginning to look at those boundaries that you're setting as those rhythms and routines come into place. And then the second thing, which I think echoes Joanna's message, is immediately I heard this, but this is a thing that I use in terms of being an empath or, receiving somebody else's energy. And I heard this for you, and it's a little mantra that you can use for yourself. And it goes like this: return to sender. And that's all I've.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, great. And Dolly's got something. Go ahead, Dolly.
Hi, Marcella. So the biggest thing that I got for you is trying to not feel like you're responsible for other people's actions or always trying to make sure that they feel good. You got to make sure that you're feeling good. So this is time for you to really amp up that self-care, reminding yourself, okay, I should do this in this room. No, I choose value. I choose respect. I choose being around people who give equal take, like an equal energy exchange, and just reminding yourself you don't have to endure inconsistency and silence and all that just to go and get somebody to give you the proper treatment. Also, noticing your body signal. So if you're like, this is not sitting right with me, gotta go. Toss it to the trash. And it's hard, especially when you love so hard and you just have like kind and compassionate, caring soul within you. Um, just learning how to be like, okay, if they want this and this for me, take a step back, take your time when you're answering people, go do something that's filling your cup. Like find something daily to do and really pay attention to your body signals. If it's not sitting right with your spirit or it keeps overplaying in your head, if it gives you confusion, most likely is not the greatest thing for you. And you need to like slowly distance yourself, whether you're doing a cut cording ritual
You're out of
or
time.
something. Oh,
Sorry, great. Sorry. Is there anything you want to say to finish up your sentence?
no, that's fine.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Marcella.
Thank you.
All right, great. Let's see. Now, you're next in line. Do you want to come up on stage? Do you want to ask from your chair? Or do you want to have it be completely anonymous and then you can text me, chat me your message?
Hi, can you hear me?
We can. Do you want to ask there from your chair?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I don't know where to start. I'm kind of, my life has been, I'll just say, full of adventure, a lot of supernatural things. Um, One thing I felt like I've been battling with my family, a lot of ancestral things I've been helping to cleanse. I've been told that's part of my spiritual path. But I've worked so much with family, my own issues, and now I'm tired. My soul is like tired. And so I relocated across America from Miami to Seattle, trying to find that peace. And so I have two questions. One of my question is um, about the next stage of my spiritual path. I am a light worker. I find myself planting columns of light where I go. I work closely with my spirit guides. Um, I've been contacted by ETs, but one thing I wanted to talk of is about the Star family later on, maybe in a private session, is I've stopped the abduction. I used to get abducted at night and no more. I set boundaries. I'm not taking it anymore. If they want to work with me, they need to come to me directly and speak to me. So my two questions, the first one is about my path. Am I done with clearing ancestry? What do I focus on now on my spiritual journey?
So are those the two parts? Am I done with clearing ancestry? And then what's the next part?
The other
Or
one
there
was the
said,
Star family.
what about the Star family though? I know you said
Well, I feel it, and I've been told I get auditory. Like this morning, I heard an auditory message. I don't know what it means, but I heard, "Come on, Regina." It was loud and clear. I don't know what they mean by "Come on, Regina," but I just want to be respected. I don't know who my star family is, but I have been abducted and I've seen, but I don't know what star system. But if they want to communicate with me, they have to do it respectfully and not take
yeah,
me out
yeah.
of my bed. I woke up one day, and this is one night, and you wouldn't believe it, but I was actually levitating in the air,
Yeah.
and there's no way it's happening anymore. So I want to know what they want from me.
Okay, okay, with that one. Yeah, great. Okay, great. We've got Tracy and Jenny in line. Go ahead, Tracy.
Okay, Miss Regina. First thing is I'm gonna express some empathy towards you because I do strongly feel like this is more than a loving starseed family. But that's gonna definitely be a one-on-one conversation between you and I, and you're going to want to start asking for protection before you go to sleep, because what I feel like is going on is that you're traveling and not necessarily communicating to the right spirits and entities. And the moment that you mentioned ancestral, that is the path that I am extremely familiar with. So I'll just leave it right there. Your questions are very there's a lot of feedback and answers that will be way more than what 1 minute can provide. But you're my thoughts in the meantime.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, great. Next we have Jenny. Thanks, Tracy.
So I cannot congratulate you and acknowledge you enough for setting those boundaries, because in this, it's already enough that we've got the 3D world, right? We're setting boundaries with ourselves and humans and cars going by us and whatever is going on energetically. But I agree 1,000% with everything what Tracy just said. We got to think about the fact that we're multidimensional beings, and to have an intention that is protecting us on multiple levels. And it's as simple as just saying no sometimes. I had an experience once, and if you feel like you're drawn to coming to my talk tonight, I'll be talking about it, where I said no to a certain collective, and it worked like a charm, because we are sovereign beings. We're the ones who chose to come down here in a human body, and yet we're also very galactic and universal, etc. So there's a certain sense of needing to remember that. And I just really just wanted to acknowledge you for that. And I agree with Tracy that this didn't feel right to me. The messages you're hearing, there's a certain tone to it. This seems off kilter. Someone like you who's very open to those levels, to the galactic levels, it's extremely important for you to have those boundaries, which I know you're doing. And to also understand that that draws sometimes a lot of beings that want to talk to you or through you. Because like, oh, look at that person, their light's on, they're open. So there's a sense of really paying attention to that and setting even more clear boundaries on many levels, including, as Tracy said, before you go to sleep. Thank you so much. Good work.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Jenny. Next, we've got Alina and then Echo.
The card that I pulled for you is Buddha. And that is the card that advises to learn to meditate in the way that you can. I'm not a meditator. I won't sit there with my eyes closed for hours because I'll fall asleep. So I found my way to do it. So find the way to get into that state of meditation to be able to shut out the outside world, to stop that mental clutter. And believe it or not, even in the spiritual world, we do have mental clutter, and there are a lot of squirrels out there. And even in the spiritual world, it will be squirrel, 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 and everything is pulling you in different directions. So find a way to shut it all off and find the answers within yourself.
Thanks, Alina. Next, we have Echo and then Arashaya.
I agree with what everybody said, but I think one of the most important things is you learn from people, or maybe you already know how to protect yourself. And it's very important that you surround yourself with white light and you close your chakras and just put your intention that I'm going to sleep and I don't want anyone visiting me. This is my room and no one's allowed in it.
Yes, I did that, and I have an altar in my room, and I set up a little Nest Cam in my room. So one day I'm sitting in the living room and my Nest Cam comes on and said, there's a person in my bedroom. And so I look at the camera and my altar, the candle just exploded with light. And I see this huge orb in my room. And so I asked it to leave because I didn't feel like that was my angels or that was any of my spirit guides. And I said, no, that I'm not communicating with you. I don't want to have anything to do. Leave. And so I am finding ways to protect myself. I could probably do better in that aspect, find some other techniques, but they try to contact me a lot.
Well, that's what it sounds like some of the group's going to be helping you with this today. Go ahead, Echo. Is there something else you wanted to share?
I just wanted to say, make sure you're grounded too. Like Jenny said, you're floating, levitating at night. To ground yourself to the earth is a good practice to get into.
And I'm appreciating your awareness and you're noticing all these different things. And yeah, it sounds like the group's going to give you some help with this today.
Thank you.
Great. Let's see. We've also got Arashaya's got something to share.
Yes, I think it's very important that you stay at all time protected, and especially at the nighttime. So there are a lot of energy work that can be done and help you, like Reiki, like Shambhala work, which is multidimensional healing, right? So normally when the star family, like your guide, your spirit wants to talk to you, you can feel this, right? It feels natural. You feel at ease. You feel that love, right? It's everything with good intention. It's to your highest good, right? If you feel not at ease, if you feel stressed, right? This means this is not your spirit guide. This may be something, maybe you don't actually want to deal with that entity, let's say, right? So from my point of view, I think you totally need energy work, energy protection, like to be surrounded actually with the energy protection, like around yourself. I can do this one-to-one if you want to go further. And very important as well to stay grounded. So that will help a lot as well.
Okay,
right?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Right. Oops. Sorry. Clicking the wrong buttons here. All right, great. I think maybe we've covered all of our answers for you. Thanks so much for your question and letting us support you. All right, we've got 2 more people in line with questions. If someone else wants to ask a question, we might have time to answer an additional question. Let us know in the chat. And someone is in room 8 and no one should be in the rooms yet. So let me help you move back to the main room, person. All right, great. So now we have MEH. It's your turn. MEH. Did you want to come up here on stage?
I could be good on stage, I guess.
All right. What is your question today?
I guess probably next steps. What should I be aware of would be part of it too. I know I'm not feeling very supported at work, like at all. The environment is very toxic. I know I'm making steps to get out of the environment, but I'm not exactly sure what I need to be doing to protect. I need to know what's next. What should I be doing? How should I be protecting myself? What do I need to be aware of? What should I be doing for next steps specifically? I have all sorts of grand plans, future focused things I want to be doing, possibilities, excitement, future possibilities, things I may need to do before those possibilities are happening. But I know I definitely need to get out of where I'm at now because it's eating me alive.
Yeah. Yeah, we can totally hear the difference in your voice as you're sharing. Jenny, you got to get your hand up here sometime. So Jenny's got something coming up the next week that will support you. Arshaya, and then Tracy, and then Devlight, and then we got to get Jenny in there.
Yes, so it is very important that you get protected at work, and I mean energetically, right? Because obvious you feel that you are attacked by the environment, like it's toxic, you don't want to be there anymore. But until you get to the point that you can leave that environment, right, you are there. So you have to protect yourself. So they are Reiki techniques, they are symbols that I use every day, and I send it in the universe so I stay protected at all time and I don't get attacked by the colleagues, by the I don't know what situation at work. So 100% you have to protect yourself energetically. That's first, number one. Right? So if you want to go deeper, I can help you with this. If you want one-to-one, I can tell you what to do every day so you get protected at work until you get to the point to move wherever you feel like. Okay.
Thanks so much, Arshaya. Great, Tracy's next, and then Devlight, and then Jenny.
Hi, Miss Regina. So a couple of things I took note for you is the frequency, you definitely want to look at decluttering your crown chakra. So I'm not going to say that it's blocked, but you could use some decluttering in that area and bring yourself back to awareness and consciousness. So the frequency that I've used, and always do your own research, is 963 hertz, would be extremely beneficial for you. You know, when it comes to meditation, you don't have to sit in a lotus position. You just want to make sure that you're present and that you're still and not driving, of course. So with that being said, that is huge for you. And then also decluttering your space, decluttering your home. So it's like the universe is trying to push out the old energy for you, but you're holding on to it for whatever reason. There's something around trauma that's coming up for you just as well. And then also detaching yourself from the energy at work and finding the grounding and protecting your energy. So when you leave work every day, or even if you work at home, I release and detach from all energies concerning work, all energies, period. And I call my power back to me. And protecting yourself in the bright white light, protecting yourself in the golden healing light. And I guess that's my time. Hopefully I see you later.
Thanks so much,
You're welcome.
Tracy. All right, next we've got Devlight, and then Jenny, and then Alina.
Hello, welcome everybody. I mixed up my times. I thought it was the previous time as previously. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for sharing. Please take what resonates, leave what it doesn't. The first thing that the spirits or the angels, if you were, are telling me to please focus on the positive. This is a job who is giving you enough income, at least to keep going. You have your health. you have your boundaries. They're telling me that in the situation there is a lot of liars, mischieving. Somebody stole something. People just want to gossip. Sometimes they just want to know what the other person might be doing just to take it against others. You focus on your coins. You focus on your tax and your project. I know it's hard, but they also telling me that you're waiting for a change. The recommendation, if you will, is that you are not going to change or force people to be friends and lovely. That's not up to us. What you can do is call upon Archangel Raphael, and I know you know this. Call upon Archangel Raphael or any deity or of energy you got, whatever that you call that represents healing energy, so it can bring upon the healing of your heart. But what they're telling me is if you truly feel that you don't want to be there, start making a strategy, a plan, so how you can transfer somebody else. Because if you just wait for things to change or the universe changes for you, the universe will change it through you when you're ready. But it is very important also, the last thing but not least, do not give too much thought onto that. Or they're draining my energy, or they're emotional doing this and that. It is true, you can feel people's energy, but if you give it too much energy, too much thought, now you're allowing them to get into your field. So a good no and boundary, focus on what you need is good enough for now. Okay, I got this done, so I'll just keep it at that point. But thank you so much for your question.
Thank you, Devlight. And also Rosewood. We're going to do intros at the end, and then we're also going to have a sample sound healing from Holly. So just know that's all coming. We're going to hear from Jenny, Alina, Echo, and Joanna. Go ahead, Jenny.
So thank you for your question. And when I first started listening to you speak about your situation, I felt this sense of immense disappointment in your heart and just so much sadness. Like, I'm a good person. Why is this happening to me? And the amazing thing I saw was this light that started coming into you when you started talking about where you want to go. It's kind of like it appears to me there's a dichotomy there. And I absolutely agree with Dove Light, what she said about, where you're focusing on. And I'm doing, the reason Lorelei encouraged me to raise my hand for this is because in partnership with MeWe Events, I'm going to be doing a workshop on January 6th and January 10th. It's called Launch Map. Launch Map allows you to focus on any topic in your life and move yourself gently forward with micro moves, not big, huge, oh my God, I have to quit my job, unless that's the truth for you. Maybe that is. But just, real baby steps, right? Just gentle steps moving forward. So I wanted to tell you that. And I also wanted to let you know that, you need to hold a mirror up in your face for your magnificence, because you are so loving and beautiful. And I believe that the people in your work environment are taking advantage of the fact that you aren't shielding yourself, or that you don't know that as much as someone, even like me, a stranger, can see that in you. And so just when you start feeling lower energy, ask yourself, is that me? Is that really my lower energy, or did I take something from somebody else? And I saw the phone, Lorelei, and am I processing, and am I over processing for me, processing for them? So think about that too. Thank you so much.
That's great. I'm going to jump in and say a little bit before I go on to the next person, Alina. I think you have been opening up even more over the last, I'd say the last like 9 months. And so that you've elevated and opened your energy, you so feel the difference between where you are now and where your group is at work. And you're letting yourself get pulled back by them. And you're not holding the space of where you are heading. And part of the journey of stepping forward is letting people go. And so caring less about being there, if not actually leaving and finding something else that's short term. All right, we've got Alina and then Echo and then Joanna.
All right. I pulled matter and spirits. And the card, if you step by my breakout room, I'll switch cameras and show you what it looks like. But the advice from this card is usually find someone you can get the advice from, and then you can pay them or give a gift as a token of appreciation for the advice that they give you. That person can be somehow connected to your work or not, or maybe someone who used to work there or not. Someone who can give you the solid and sound advice on how to handle your work situation. I have something very similar going on at work also, so I can certainly sympathize. Now, when it comes to protecting yourself, and this is not a reader's advice, this is a crystal healer's advice. I wear smoky quartz at work religiously. Okay, that thing absorbs negativity like crazy. When you get back home, wash it under running water for about a minute and let it rest overnight before you put it back on in the morning. But you will see that whatever people, negativity people come at you with, won't affect you nearly as much because it will keep absorbing things. You just need to keep cleansing it every time because it gets dirty, energetically dirty. But a small kick warts is yes, miraculous. So there we go.
Great. Sorry, everyone's running out of time. We got a lot to share. Thanks, Alina. We've got Echo and Joanna next, and we'll go on. We've got 2 more questions. We're going to see if we can fit in.
I just wanted to say that what you're going through is terrible. It's not your fault, and don't take any of it on for yourself. It's their issues. But there are things you can do on a practical, maybe not quite spiritual, but practical, is the employer has a responsibility to provide you with a safe workplace, free of harassment. And what those people are doing is harassment. And there are avenues in the workplace that you can take to protect yourself a little. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, I've already been doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks
Thank
so much,
you.
Yeah.
Echo. All right, and Joanna's got something.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've been in toxic places, a few different ones, so I can totally feel it. I pulled 3 cards for you because I felt drawn to do that. The first one is directly related to work. It's calm, anchor, and neutrality. Like run away from the drama. Just run. Yeah, just don't. Yeah. The second one is empath. Nurture and protect your well-being. So make sure maybe if you can get out for a walk at lunch or something, just do what you got to do to take care of yourself. And the last one is more towards the future. Creativity, play with your imagination and dreams. And that's a really, can't really see it, but it's a cool card. You'll have to come to my room, but that's
I'll
all.
have
Thank
to
you
look at
so
that
much.
card. Yeah, Lorelei, it's dreams.
Great. That's great. All right.
It's perfect. That's my ending card. That's perfect.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Megan, for your question. Thanks for letting us support you.
Thank you.
All right. We've got 2 more questions from KD and SS. So KD, do you want to ask from your chair? Do you want to come up on stage? I just see.
Thank you.
Do you want to ask from your chair there? Do you want to come up
Yes,
here? It's up to
please.
you.
I would prefer.
Okay, great.
Thank you. This has been very interesting. I don't think my question is that interesting, but anyway.
I think we're having a little bit of trouble hearing you. If there's anything you can do to make it louder, that would be helpful.
Mhm.
Go ahead again.
Is this better?
Yeah, that's much better. Thank you.
Okay, good. I turned off the volume. Okay, thank you so much for doing this. It's been most interesting. I want to say I've been on a healing journey like forever, on every level, spiritual, emotional, psychic, physical. And I'm so frustrated. I don't know what to do anymore. I've been doing so much work, releasing and activations and sessions when I could afford them. Besides the physical, I've been all over the map, and I've been told it's inner child, it's ancestral, but don't worry about what it is. Just focus on sending love and forgiving myself. And that kind of hasn't worked. Anyway, I don't really know what are my next steps. My life in every direction is horrible. It's like my worst nightmare that I never had. And I kind of don't know how I got here. And I keep questioning, is this really what I chose for my life path? I keep feeling like I just royally screwed up. I just don't know, what's the truth and what is it, what are my next steps? How do I heal this? And how do I heal my life and move out of this hellhole?
Okay,
Oh, that's
great. Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much for being here. And yet you did not screw up. All right, we're all here learning these steps, these journeys. We've got Double Eight, and then I've got my hand up. And who else wants to answer? Arshaya, go ahead, Double Eight.
Please what take what resonate and leave what it doesn't. Very strongly, I am feeling I'm feeling anger. I'm feeling frustration, not only because what you're saying, but from deeper layers. And my recommendation, what I'm picking up, it is how is your connection with God, Goddess, the source? How is your connection with your soul? And I'm not talking, I'm only this course, I did this, I did that, I did healing, because we human beings are cycles. There are times when we are sad, there are times when we're happy. Then there are times when we're angry, and there are times when we are just joyful, peaceful, and we cry. That's normal. But it is also very important to cultivate patience with ourselves. Even the most spiritual person, the person who can do miracles, who can read as an eagle, the future, past, present, who can talk to the spirit, if they sign up to be a human being, they're going to pass through human processes and emotions. Nobody escapes from that. It is the faith that you cultivate through working through you, and the practice to having patience with yourself and your compassion that will move you forward. We all need soul retrievers, cuttings. We all need sometimes to learn meditate. No, actually, very good point to learn how to meditate, doing that. But we are not like doing it so one day we will just wake up and be like, oh my God, my life is perfect. I'm feeling clear. I'm feeling happy. No, even the people who are very peaceful will have moments when they need to go back to balance. Very strongly, I think they're showing me the clock. Very strongly, I'm picking up a reconnection from your spirit to your body, and have patience and compassion with cultivation of that. I thank you.
Thank you, Dove Light. So I tend to look for things that are in this life. And so I would look to see what in this life might be in your way. So an example might be that you're still living with someone that has an energy that's draining you. Or I look to see if there's a belief that you're still holding that's sometime from this life. It might be, for example, that someone early on in your life told you that you were bad and you were wrong, and you're still holding that belief and you're scared of disappointing them. So you want to look and see who you believe that you would hurt, or how something would be, you would be unfair if you moved through this, if you were to let this go. Chances are there's something that you're telling yourself is an even worse, harder thing that you would impose on someone else if you allow yourself to get released through this. So I'm not saying it's your fault. It's just that these are the layers that we unintentionally bring with us. So I would look to see if any of these things are present for you. And definitely if you're like in a job that's not going well, you're in a partnership that's not going well, you're living with someone that's not going well, like someone that's really taking your energy, where you're letting them take your energy. Like, what are the things like that? And how can you get yourself around people that are a much higher vibration that you're wanting to be around? Put yourself around them now, so you're with them now. And I'm out of time. All right, we've got Arashaya and Alina and Tracy have things to share as well.
Yes, like I totally agree with yourself, and actually I put a card, so I got the devil energy, right? So this totally can be a situation, maybe an addiction, maybe you have somebody around you that is draining your energy, or it's not for your highest good out there, right? So if you want, I do life path, tarot, and oracle readings if you want to go for one-to-one. But as well, what I wanted to tell you, right, because we come here to earth, we incarnate, and we come with a soul contract. We choose that. We choose our 3D family here, right? And then we have here our spirit guides. They are around us. They protect us, right? But sometimes in life happens that we maybe go astray, right? A situation happens, right? So probably you're gonna need to do some like energetic work, so you get back into balance, get that clarity, and go back into your path, into your mission, let's say, the reason why you came here, right? So
Great. Are you saying Arashaya to focus on that?
yes, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, she has like get into clarity, coherence, and get back into the track, into the path, like the mission that came here, right? Everybody
Right.
has their own mission, right? We came, all of us here.
It's
We
great. Yeah.
incarnate,
So
right?
not
I do tarot readings for this, like
it's our
one-to-one for the life path.
it's great. Yeah. So focusing on why you're here. Sorry about the echoing, everyone. Okay, let's see. Next we have Alina and then Tracy.
I'm gonna say 3 words: face your fears. What are you afraid of? Uh, just on a mundane level, I had a friend who wouldn't open her checking account because she didn't want to see the balance. And that is facing your fears. What are you scared of? The thing is, the card that I pulled is called fear. The woman is at the cemetery in the middle of the night and she's imagining things, obviously. As the daybreak comes, all you will see is, few tombstones, the crosses, and maybe a few statues, and that's it. Those people are dead. They can't hurt you anymore. So face your fears. Just look it in the eye and see what you're so afraid of. That's the first step. Once you acknowledge them, things will be easier because once you can label what you're afraid of, everything else will be easier to get back on track. And by the way, that's the first time in my entire reading practice that I trusted the card that jumped out of the deck, because usually I just pull it out. So there's also that.
That's great. Thank you so much, Alina. And next we have Tracy.
Okay, so forgive me if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Is it Arshaya, correct?
Arshaya, maybe? The other
Arshaya?
practitioner?
Okay, so first thing is I completely understand your frustration.
It's Katie that asked the question.
Oh, Katie? Okay.
Mhm.
I knew I was going to pronounce that wrong. My apologies. Katie, okay, so the frustration that you're experiencing, rightfully so, your path hasn't been the easiest. Yes, you did incarnate here for this path, and that's because you're on a higher plane of spiritual growth. Unfortunately, it's kind of gotten a little bit overwhelming for you, and now is the time for you that I'm picking up heavily on for you. It's time for you to not only pray, and that's regardless if you believe in God or the universe. I based it on those in their beliefs. So if you want to do that, again, I do that 100% for free, and we can immediately kind of release some of that pressure off of you. But some of this is you haven't sat and appreciated your journey. And so you've looked so much at all the negativities instead of sending the signal back to the universe, like, you know what, I have gone through this, but I'm still here. I'm strong. I've overcome this, I've overcome that. The universe responds to us in the most magnificent ways when we stop and analyze and appreciate everything that we have gone through. And because of the supermoon energy that's upon us right now, this is the perfect opportunity to utilize that exact energy. So you start to receive a higher level of response and support back to you versus what you've been used to. And I'll just stop right there.
Wow.
Great.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
so much, Tracy. Any other answers for Katie? All right. And we've got one more question. I've been putting information in the chat too about what's coming over the next few hours. SS, you wanted to ask a question. I know you don't want to come up on stage. Do you want to unmute? Do you want to chat me your question? I don't think I've seen it. I'm asking you to unmute. Do you want to ask your question? All the published readers are here today. Some of them are not on screen at the moment. Their videos are off, or we have one sound healer that's in the audience too, and she's going to do a demo of sound healing before we split up in groups. SS. Okay, great. You're unmuted. What is your question? We can't seem to hear you though.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What is your question?
I would like to know what's going on in my life right now.
What's going on in your life, meaning that things are not going great and you want to understand what's going on, or are you wanting to shift what's going on, or can you say more?
Yes, I want to know what's going on and I would like a shift.
Yeah, I hear a lot of sadness in your voice, like you're choking back and holding a lot of like a sadness and a grief right now. Is that right?
Yeah, my grandma just died.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't particularly do mediumship, but I just feel like she's wanting you to know that you're okay and that you're going to be okay, and that just because she left you on this plane doesn't mean that she's left you. Doesn't mean that she's gone. That she's still here with you. And she's going to help you get through this thing that's in front of you right now that's so hard.
Okay.
Any other practitioners have something to share? I've got, it looks like Joanna has something, maybe. Go ahead, Joanna.
Yeah, there might not be a lot of contact initially. Sometimes there's kind of a dormant period. I feel strongly she's going to be guiding you a lot in your life. So she's not gone in spirit. So you're going to have that connection. So even though you're grieving and it's very important to go through the grief, 100% very important. Um, you still will like feel her around you. I'm not getting exactly what, but look for signs.
Okay. I have an altar and I put some pudding on there. She used to make banana pudding. And I put some chips on my altar. She liked laid chips.
Yeah, that's good. We've got Devlight and Echo that have things to share with you too. Go ahead, Devlight, and then Tracy.
My condolence for the physical loss of your grandmother. May she be in the light. Your first question was, what's going on? What's going on? And the first thing I got was there is a lot of lack energy, a lot of resentment. There is a lot of, I don't want to call it like that, but it's poverty mentality in the sense that we focus only on the negative, which you have passed through a lot of stuff, so it's understandable. But they want you to know that you are here for a reason. You are still walking these planets. You were born for a reason. Nobody's here just because. There is an opportunity to grow and expand with being here, and this cannot be wasted in the sense that. So I'm picking it up here that there is a lot of defensive energy through the situation that happens. They want you to choose a new direction, something that you have been contemplating into doing it. They want you to redirect it to you or allow more time. Maybe in the next few weeks, you're going to find more clarity. If you're able to put your boundaries, there is also situation in your life when you really need to say no. Either people, relationships, something going on where you really have to stand your ground. Once you stand your ground and you remove that energy or those persons, you're going to be able to find a victorious new direction. There is a joyful, there is something with family too that is bringing up together, like something that feels like home, that you're going to find victory in it. But in order for you to open up, because the future is not set in stone. Once you make a choice and a decision, your future changes with that energy because you have free will. There is a part of you that you truly need to reflect where in your life I need to put a boundary. Like I cannot allow this anymore, so I can move into a new direction. There is victory here. There is happiness. There is something that feels more like home, more peaceful for you. You're going to find more clarity within the next few weeks, but it is very important that you honor the stage of your feelings. If you feel angry, find a safe space to release that. If you feel resentment for somebody, somebody did to you, find a safe place to let it out. Okay, thank you so much.
Great. Next we have Echo, then Tracy, then Alina, then Arashaya.
Just want to let you know that from my experience, I am a medium, and from a lot of readings I do. Oh no! When you have a connection with someone, they're never too far, and life hasn't ended, it just changes. And the relationship changes.
So she can be here for you, even if the people around you don't understand.
Yeah.
Thanks, Echo.
Okay.
Next, we've got Tracy.
Okay, so Miss Armani or Army, no,
Armani.
I had it right. Thank you. God, what happened? The last two people. My apologies. So my heart is with you, first of all, with your grandmother, and your grandmother is a very sweet woman, very soft woman, and very admirable. It's almost like she was really adored by a lot of people, which is beautiful. So her transition on over should be pretty safe and sound. So if you had any thoughts and wondering and questioning, her transition over is pretty safe and sound and being held by your ancestors that are with God. So with that being said, where you're at in your life right now, you're entering into this second jump phase of transformation. And depending on how you look at the journey is going to be how the journey responds back to you, but you are being pushed to kind of face some of your fears that you have pushed off over the years. And there's some type of event that happened in the last 3 years that was pretty life altering. And then there's a name of Carol. So this could be someone past, present, even future. I'd have to dive in deeper on that. But a lot of this is
Tracy.
facing fears and love. And then I guess I'll leave it there.
Thanks so much. Next, we've got Alina's back, and then Arashaya.
Yes.
All right. So the card that I pulled is Ice Queen. You are very busy freezing your emotions and kind of keeping them in check.
That's what I
Um,
mean.
judging that it just recently happened, you're probably still somewhere between denial and anger stages. And the denial stage is the one where we say, I'm okay, it's okay, I'll be fine. I don't feel anything. I don't feel sad, I don't feel bad, I don't feel upset. That is okay, that is a normal stage. Just accept the fact that this is how it's going to go.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, it's okay to to try to freeze your emotions at least for now, because if you let them go, they will mess with your head. That's how grief works. So if you need any further help, I can probably try to guide you in the breakout room because I have a couple of techniques that I can share with you. But otherwise, I am very, very sorry. Losing a loved one is never easy, and you never get over it. You do recover, however. Time does heal.
Okay, great, thanks. And next we have Arashaya.
Yeah, so first I want to say that I'm so sorry for your loss. And I remember when my grandma passed away like 15, 20 years ago. And I felt the same way. I'm like, I need to go to see a doctor or something. Like, I'm like, what I'm gonna do with my life. So I so resonate with you. But now after years and in time, I realized that she's happy where she is. And she is my spirit guide now. She protects me. She's happy for me. She wants to see me succeed. Right? So that may be your situation as well. But you will notice this in time, right? To all
Okay.
kind of events, you'll understand, yeah, that she maybe is your spirit guide. And if you allow me, I pull two cards for yourself. So what I can tell you is that you think you are blocked, you think you are stuck. But this is just in your mind. So you totally have the power to free yourself. And what I see for you after yourself freeing, you get a new beginning. And I see a new financial beginning for you.
Okay. What do I need to free myself from?
It's like just thoughts, like a mental cage. Like I totally understand. I've been through this too, right? You're like, okay, what I'm gonna do now with my life, right? That was your question, right? Because of your loss, and you think it's no other way, like you don't know what to do. So you kind of feel stuck. But in reality, you're not. It's just thoughts. It's just in your mind. But you need some time to process this, right? It's nobody else can do it for you. But you'll be
Yes.
fine. You will have a new beginning.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you,
Mhm.
Armani. Thank you for being here and letting us support you. People may have more that they share in the public breakout rooms, so please stay and enjoy traveling around throughout the rest of the fair. Thanks so much for jumping in with your question. All right. Let's see. So we have two more practitioners to introduce themselves, and then we're going to hear a short sound healing from our practitioner that does that, and then we're going to be going into breakout rooms, and I will explain how that all works before we release everyone. We just have to be quick because there's one talk starting in a few minutes. Okay, Deathlight, go ahead and tell us who you are and what you're doing.
My name is Dovly. I'm just a regular person. I'm very connected to the spirit, but I'm also me. We'll be doing private spiritual readings. I have a connection. I work with the angelic realm, spirit guides. I am from Peru. I work in the Mayan cosmology path directly with indigenous wisdom keepers. I am very in love with paranormal, past life, shamanic techniques, sound healing, psychic development. I just feel home. What I'm going to do in the fair today, I'm going to do private personal readings by donation. So you pay me and then we go to a private room. And that's what I'll be doing for today. I'm very in love with the New Year's insight and messages from the angels. So see you soon. And I think I'm in room 6 if I'm correctly.
And you are going to be in room 6 today. That's right. And then Rosewood, are you ready? Hey, Rosewood, I just need to have your video on so I can bring you up. Okay, great. Let me bring you up. And Rosewood is joining us today too.
Hello, I'm Rosewood, and I'm a certified Reiki master and a light language practitioner. As a light worker, I use light language, energy work, and shadow work, as well as divination, which is tarot, oracle, Lenormand, the pendulum, um, and tapping into my intuition to help you along your path. I also work with my spirit guides and the angelic realm. Long story short, I'm here to help you heal no matter where you are along your journey. If you are dealing with a specific issue or concern, chances are I can help you with that. My sessions tend to involve both energy work and divination depending on your needs. And as a result, every session tends to be just a little bit different. Um, this afternoon, I'm offering two different talks with the new year in mind. Many people look to the new year as an opportunity to make, changes on themselves, put in a fresh start. My first session today is shadow work through energy healing for inner peace. That talk starts at 3:30 Pacific time and at 6:30 Eastern time. Our shadow selves, they tend to carry a lot of heavy baggage, things like emotional baggage and physical trauma, past life baggage, ancestral baggage. Shadow work is a way to clear those burdens so you can begin to heal. My second session is Opono, and it's a deep group healing. That session starts at 4:45 Pacific time and 7:45 Eastern time. And this session is about forgiveness, especially
Sorry, we're out of
learning to
time.
forgive ourselves. All right, I'm wrapping up. There will be energy healing involved. I will also be bringing in the Archangel of Forgiveness and Mercy to help out. I've got ongoing specials throughout the evening, and I look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Great, thanks. And for those of you who are new, I'm going to explain a little bit of how the fair works. Then we're going to hear a brief sound healing, and then we're going to split into breakout rooms. The first talk is Jenny's, and it's starting a few minutes late. Okay, let's see. I'm going to share my screen. If you go to jointhefair.com, or if you go to our fair schedule breakout room, you're going to be able to see this information on screen. On jointhefair.com, this is where you join us in Zoom. And if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see our upcoming events. And then here's information on the fair. So this is a flyer that shows who's in the fair, all the practitioners, and their contact info, and what room number they're in. So for example, here's Dovelight. This is what Dovelight generally offers. This is the room number she's in. This is her after fair special. So if you want to do work with her after the fair, and then here's her contact info. And this is here for everyone. And then what's happening during the fair? Let me jump down and show you this other part first. These are scheduled events that are happening during the fair. This is in East Coast time and then Pacific time. So you can see both time zones here. So these are talks that are happening at specific times. They're all free. It says what room number they're in and how long they go. And you're going to be jumping in and out of the rooms throughout the whole fair. And then these are all the ongoing offers. So room 2 has all these things that could be happening, and some of them are free to watch in the public room and some of them are private. So they say what they are, how much they are, and if they're public or private, free to watch. And so you can go in and out of the breakout rooms so you can watch what's happening in the public breakout rooms. There are private breakout rooms. And so see all these different things with all the different rooms. And they're also broken out into, and I'll say more about how the private rooms work in a moment. These are all the things that are free that are ongoing. These are the ones that are by donation. Some of them are optional donations, so they're listed in both free and by donation. There are only a couple that are small prices where you can watch in the breakout rooms today. And then there's all these things happening in private rooms. So the private rooms are really popular today. So let me stop share. So in a few minutes, we're going to go into our breakout rooms. And the way the breakout rooms are going to work is you'll see at the top, there's a fair schedule room where you can see that whole schedule. There's a social room if you want to go to talk with other people that are here. And then there are numbered rooms. And the numbered rooms are in the order of they're in the order I'm going to put in the chat at the moment. And you'll see that it's a number, the practitioner name, and then a little bit about their modality. You're welcome to go in and out of those public rooms throughout the fair as much as you want. If you want to do a private session with someone, go to their public room. They might not be in their public room because they might be doing a private session. Come back to the main room and ask me, and I can tell you where they are. It could be they're hanging out in someone else's room, and I can help find them. If they're in a private session, we just wait till they come back, and I'll make sure to let them know you're wanting to connect with them for a private session. So go to their public room, chat with them in the public room, and let them know if you want to do a private session, and then they will arrange with you. They'll look at the private room and they say, oh, room G is empty. Let's go to room G. And you'll both move to room G. There are ways that you can move yourself. If you have any trouble, I will help you or Alina will help you throughout the entire fair. And that's how you do your private session. So don't go into the private session rooms at all unless you're invited to a private room with a practitioner. That's how we have them be private rooms. The practitioners have all the information about how you pay for the work that you do with them, and the just jumping in and out of the public rooms and just listening is free in all the rooms. So let me turn off the recording. You can find out more about all of our events at MeWeFairs.com. We've got lots of online events. We've got in-person events throughout the Pacific Northwest. And we've got another online fair coming up again on January 30. So join MeWeOnline.com, join thefair.com, or MeWeFairs.com.